Tom, in one of your other videos, you were talking about how Stanislavski, at the end of his life, he moved more into imagination from method. You yourself, as an acting coach, how do you feel your process has changed over the years? Because I remember taking your class 10 years ago, you were very Eric Morris based. How do you think you've evolved, and where do you think you're going next?
Quite honestly, I'm always studying, I'm always listening to actors and their needs. And it's really about the needs of the actor, and I'm evolving, I'm always asking questions. And I haven't totally gotten rid of all that stuff. It's totally usable. It's just different needs. Like there was a big shift during the pandemic in how I teach. And I think there's a shift on what people need right now, what actors need. And quite honestly, I could have a whole class the way I previously used to do it would be really helpful. But now I feel like we need to focus on self-tapes more and get a little bit more to the work. We were doing like instrumental work, because instrumental work, if you have blocks and stuff, it's really hard to fulfill material. I've thought of other ways to break through these emotional barriers. One of them is more imagination-based, Chekhov technique, which I think can crack right through it. Not to say that the Eric Morris and kind of more method style doesn't crack through it, but I'm responding to what people want. And a lot of people were not, honestly, especially my younger crew, was not really responding to like deeply personal from your own life stuff.
The Chekhov work is a little safer, right?
Chekhov work, honestly, like emotionally and psychologically, it is. The other like method type stuff, psychological breaks, sometimes it's really rough emotionally on actors. Sometimes they don't want to revisit trauma in their lives. Sometimes they haven't had that much trauma to be able to pull on. You know what I mean? And they don't have to create that shit to make it happen. We have our imagination. So I do believe it's a little more healthy.
Right.
Honestly. But that's not to say that that method type stuff can bring some amazing electricity and amazing truth. I think some people hide behind this imagination stuff and don't really rip out their soul. So, you know, I got my foot in both worlds.